This is episode number 2 of how to make your first $1,000 with AI. And this is going to be a really good episode for you because I personally have tried this a couple months ago and I've seen it worked. And if you stay until end of the video, you are going to get step-by-step instruction because I'll be showing everything live, what I would do if I were you. But not only that, you will also receive a skill that you can just plug and play right away. So let's get straight into this. I'm not going to talk about your business model or offer just yet, but I'm going to talk about how you can actually find client during this episode, which is going to local events or local businesses. So after speaking with different founders on my podcast, I realized every single person, they've started locally. Pretty fascinating how everybody says that. It's like, I've started locally through friends and families or cold door knocking. And then what I did is I slowly transfer everything to online. And I want to be clear, online world, yeah, it's great. It definitely has some opportunity. But if you don't have case study, if you don't have any portfolio built just yet, and you don't even know what your offer is, then I do recommend going to local events because literally that's one of the fastest way that you're going to get your feet wet and make sure that you are the expert. Isn't that crazy? Because you just barely started this business, or maybe this is your first time or second time watching anything make money with AI, but I'm calling you expert. It's because if you are one step ahead of the other person, you are perceived as expert. Yes, it's wild to think that, but it is so true. Just because people who know how to utilize AI versus people who don't know, there's so much gap between those two. And if you learn just a little bit about AI, people will be amazed. They will. You just have to be one step ahead of that person. But now you might be wondering, but Sandy, where do I exactly start? So let's talk about that. The very first thing is picking a niche. Because even going to local events or different door knocking lists, you might be wondering, should I go with, I don't know, real estate? Or should I go with HVAC or solar panel? I've been there. I went from solar panel to car dealership to real estate to insurance companies. Yeah, I've been to every single niche just to try to figure out who's interested in AI, who's interested in my offer. And I was still struggling with my offer back then. I'm talking about back then is like literally 8 months ago. Yeah, that's what I mean by back then. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe, please. That helps me a lot. Thank you. So let's talk about this. How do you pick your niche? If you want to save this video and then just watch the whole thing, and next time you can pause and just copy the link that I put in the description below and just copy and paste the same thing. Or you can pause right now and then do this exactly the same thing what I'm doing. What we're going to do is we are going to choose an industry or niche that you can target. And here are 4 questions that you can ask. And this is a Notion doc that I'll be sharing with you. What you want to do is just copy and paste this into Claude. You don't need Claude Cowork. You don't need Claude Code, just Claude Chat is good enough. From that being said, you can do this for free because Claude Chat is free. So what you want to do is put this information in here. For the model, don't use Fable, by the way. You can use Opus or Sonnet. For this one, I want Claude to think even deeper. That's why I want to use Opus for this. If you have your resume, then I want you to put your resume in here. If you don't have it, it's okay. So these are the questions that I'm asking you and you're going to answer it to Claude. So the first question is, what jobs, skills, industries have you worked in and what were you actually good at in each? The second question is, what do people already come to you for help with? Or what could you talk about for an hour without prep? Yeah, that's a great one too. The third one is, what kind of work would you happily do even on a hard day? And what would you refuse to do even on a good money? Even for good money. Okay, last question is, who do you already understand? The kind of person or business whose problems make sense to you because you live near them. So if you can answer these 4 questions and then feed it to Claude, that will be fantastic. Now, if you're like, that's way too many questions, Sandy, then no problem. Again, if you have resume, put it here. Or if you don't have resume, just talk about your past experience. I'm not even talking about your job title. No, who cares about job titles? It doesn't really matter anymore. It's about what you did, what was your experience, and we want to talk about that into Claude. Because if then Claude is going to pick a niche for you. All right, let's pretend that you wrote it into Claude. I want you to copy the very first prompt. Just copy this. Go back to Claude. and you're going to type this here. Prompt number 1, it says, find businesses in this category in my town. For each one, check their online presence. Do they have an active Instagram, recent post, video content, or modern website? Flag the ones that are clearly behind and give me a table of business, what's missing, and how to contact them. Okay, in this case, I didn't fill out the first section. You will, but I didn't for the sake of this video. So what I'm going to do is, my niche is real estate business for content creation. Now, during this practice, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find as many niches as possible, maybe 3 maximum, and also as many offers as possible, also 3 maximum. In that way, when you have multiple niche and multiple offer, then when you're actually going to local businesses, you can talk about different things to different person just to test things out. What kind of businesses are more interesting to other people? So that's what you're trying to test. And before you test it, we're prepping as much as possible right now. So Claude is doing some research. It looks like it's looking at Instagram, YouTube. That's awesome. Love it. So this is the beauty of AI agents. They're doing the work for you. Ooh, you have to see this. Yes, look at this. So it found one of the area and it's giving business names as well as telling me exactly what's missing and their contact information. Yes, I love it. I mean, don't you hate it? You just go to Google and then like you have to search one by one and then check everything. That takes forever. I mean, how long did this take? Maybe a minute or 2 minutes? It's insane. We have to utilize AI for our business. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, in the secondary business, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. So you're probably wondering, all right, what do I do? Do I just need to pick up my phone and call everybody? Okay, there are 3 different methods that you can do. The very first one, which is my favorite, if they live close to you, door to door is my favorite. But if you're like, oh, no, Sandy, I'm not a door to door person. Like I can't talk to people face to face. Then the second thing that you can do is calling people. And the last thing you want to do is email. The reason why I wanted to go to door is because the whole purpose of doing this is you are going to local events. That's where you can find the gold mine people and gold mine businesses. When I was there 9 months ago, there were so many people. When I said AI content, they're like, can you work with me? And then I just had multiple different people asking if I can work with them. But that's when I was growing my channel. So I just had to politely said no. But then I realized this is actually working. My gosh, people need to jump on this. And honestly, I think this is working because not many people are talking about it right now. Everybody's talking about online email marketing, all that, but never local business. Now, if you really struggle like face to face, that's okay because this is very cold outreach. One of the best things that you can do is make a game out of it. So when I was doing door to door and also I did a ton of outbound calling as well, I always had this random number in mind. And I thought to myself, if I don't hit 472 people today, then I can't watch that K-drama, whatever. I just put something that I really like to do. And then I just say, if I don't do this, then I can't do that. And I just made a game out of it because I'm a little competitive person. So that's how I did it. You can do whichever style that you want, but something that I want you to do is dedicate a time that you can focus on. Put your phone on mute when you're going door to door and literally just hammer those in. It's a game. It is. And if you think of that way, it is so much more fun. And honestly, if somebody said no, that's fine because you are doing everything you can to improve yourself and you're learning your skill as you're doing that. So it's actually really all positive. And make sure you record what you're feeling, what you're going through, because you are going to talk about this in your content later on. But something that's really important when you're making game out of this is knowing how much time you have. Be realistic. So just copy the prompt number 2 and then feed it to Claude and say, hey, I'm doing this cold outreach to local businesses. This is typically what I do in a day. Between 9 to 5, I have a full-time job. And after 9 to 5, I have business between 5 to 8. As an example, just put something there. And then they're going to be like, okay, do you have a lunch break? Maybe it's an hour a day. So if it's an hour a day, realistically, just pretend you're going to talk to one business for 5 minutes and then go to the next business for 5 minutes. And that means you can only talk to X amount of people per day, or you can only call X amount of calls you can make a day. In email, same thing. What I'm trying to do is you need to set realistic goal for yourself when it comes to making game out of this, because if you're like unrealistic and say, I want to make 1,000 calls a day, that's not going to happen. It's pretty hard to do. Now, if you can do it, and good for you, but it's pretty hard to do that. And if you want to go one step further and really into this game thing, then you can even have Claude turn this into different column Excel document and just keep track of it. Yeah. So that's a little CRM system that you can make, which I actually do recommend having a CRM system. And instead of paying something that's expensive, like a high level, I wouldn't pay anything expensive software just yet because you're just getting started. When I first started it, I used Google Sheet. I still use Google Sheet. So it's totally fine to use that. Now, prompt number 4 is finding upcoming local events and businesses opening in my town in just next 30 days that will benefit from social media content or promo videos. List the event, date, organizer, and how to reach them. And my area is California. That's what I'm going to say. LA. So what this AI agent is doing is, instead of you going one by one, Facebook, Google search, it's going to do the research for you within the 30 days. So it's most up-to-date information. Now, if your offer is different, because my offer is content strategy, that's why I put it over here, but definitely put your own offer in there, whatever your offer is. Okay, it looks like Claude is doing the work over here. Did you see how they found it right away? It's like August 9th in 3 days, 10 a.m. There's a list of events from Eventbrite. And this founder, Johnny Huang, is doing it in Santa Anita Park. Okay, cool. Look at this. Events and notes, different businesses and what their situation is. This is the beauty of AI, how you can use this, saving you so much time, like literally so much time. Now, before you go to local events, though, what do you need? You need portfolio, right? But I told you towards the beginning, you don't really need testimonials. You don't really need any case study, but you do need portfolio or business card. And nowadays, business card is website and portfolio is website. It's not like literally a binder that you carry and show to everybody in AI space, especially not. So what I want you to do is open Claude. You don't even need Claude Code for this, and just copy and paste the prompt that I have over here, and it's going to build you a beautiful website. And building websites sounds a little bit confusing, right? And I have multiple videos that I recorded in the past, how you can start from zero until the end. And that video specifically, I actually recorded live. So I built this app live with you guys on camera on. That's literally what I did. Full transparency, it was about 5 to 6 hours long, but I had to cut it short because nobody's gonna watch 6 hours of me building and hustling. So it takes time, I understand, but portfolio doesn't have to take time. It can be as simple. So here's one of the portfolio that I made with Hicksfield. Now, Hicksfield is one of the best platforms to create anything cinematic, anything that looks really cool and good. So for this specific website, I just didn't even bother to buy domains, none of that, because I only need this for portfolio to show it to other people. Now, if you have a project that you're working on, you can put that project in here. In this case, for me, I did have a proven just case study of what I've done in the past for my SEO business and for my content business and working for smaller mid-sized companies back in South Korea as well. So that's what I did. I don't know if you're able to see that. It's just zoomed in to different places. Tokyo, what I did in here, and then boom, United States, boom, come back. And then Seoul, boom, come back. And then it has a couple of my offers in here. And then a couple different testimonials from my school community as well. How people were able to make money right away. How people were able to start their business and generate income in here. And how people are able to get their inbound lead and set up their content systems. If you haven't built anything, It's okay. That's why you're here. Just watch a couple of other videos, like my video, other people's video, whoever you prefer to watch, and you can put that project in here. Now, this map, I just specifically asked Claude to do that just because I wanted to be cool and then just kind of talk about how I was able to work with different countries. But you don't have to do this style. You can do whichever style that you like because everybody's different. And what I want you to do specifically is just type Higgsfield MCP, higgsfield.ai/MCP, and you'll be able to find Higgsfield connector URL here. Just copy this because we were using Claude Chat and go back here, click customize and click connectors. Now Higgsfield is already here, but if you don't have it, click add and click add custom connectors. And you just copy and paste this link over here and type Higgsfield. Yep. And click add. As soon as that's connected, you'll also be able to see it here. Personally, I like to just put always allow because if not, it's going to ask you each time. Now for deleting parts, maybe not, but other than that, I think it's okay to do as long as you feel confident that AI agent's not going to just create a loop and then continuously consume your credit. Then that's not good. But anyways, going back here, what you want to do is using this MCP, you are going to create a website portfolio and you don't even have to publish it unless you want to have your own and first and last name.com. Then yes, publish it. That's okay. But this one, you can just use Higgsfield's platform and just operate your portfolio in their platform and just use that link over and over. So you don't even need to pay anything extra other than just the Higgsfield's account itself. And by the way, whenever you put your portfolio in here just to make it look more good, then you can customize this as much as you want. And Higgsfield is really good at that. You can even put the images and just put AI influencer there if that's your niche. Whatever is making sense for businesses, when they look at it, they're like, I want to learn more about this business, or I want to learn, or I want to talk to this person. That's the vibe that you want other people to feel. Even look at this. I changed gold style to different like kind of warm style. So whatever your brand color is, just put that in there. Yeah, no problem. Just make it look good. That's what it is. I actually like this one a lot better. I can see the testimonials a little bit better from other people. Before it was too dark. And this one I could have definitely changed, but this was for the sake of this video so you can actually learn as well. Now what's next? So let's kind of recap. You research about your niche, what you should be doing, as well as offer, what you should be offering, and Claude found those places to go. And then you build your portfolio using Higgsfield, and the next thing is going to local event. And almost always people are going to ask this, so you better prepare for this. So tell me about your business. What do you do? I swear, everybody just asked that. Yeah, I think I had to repeat myself like, I don't know, 50 times or more when I was in that event. I'm like, oh, not again. But something that was positive is each time when you're practicing, you just get better. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice 10 times before you actually go to local event. Just practice how you say. You can record a video of yourself saying and listen to yourself. Okay, just record a video of you just talking about your business, what your offer is, and then check on the pace if you have a filler word or like tonality, anything that you can improve your pitch. All right, I hope that was helpful. I'll put everything in the link in the description below so you can check things out. But for the next video, what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video specifically because Nick is going to talk about how you can actually make money from 0 to 10K, 10K to 100K, and 100K to 500K. So if you're curious about that step-by-step guide, make sure to watch this video.